Hello everyone. Today I will show you guys how to uh, configure vPC and Nexus switches inside EVNG, or if you guys have actual hardware. Before we start our lab, there are a couple of things that you guys need to know. And also, I had some issue with the Nexus switch inside the EVNG. Maybe that will help you as well. So, as example, if you have everything set up and you want to add a next switch like this, and you cannot start it. So I will tell you what is the issue, why you cannot start it. The issue is if you're running EVNG inside the virtual machine, you have to click your virtual machine and go to the edit virtual machine. On processor, you have to make sure this two option is marked. And after marking this two option, you see a issue like this. Use ChatGPT and solve it. If you cannot, so your next option is to find an old PC and search Google like this. I had a old MacBook which is out of service, so I'm using it as BMS or bare metal service. You search like this and follow the instruction and run your server. I'm running my server here. I had a MacBook. I upgraded the RAM to 16 gigabit. Now I'm running three switches and it's almost using all the RAM, like 10 gigabit RAM. So after you set up your EVNG, now we can go and start the lab. Before we start configuring the lab, we have to know some stuff and some terms, which is keep alive link, pair link, and VPC member link. The keep alive link is kind of the heartbeat. It's just a link that makes sure each these two switches are available to each other. The VPC pair link is to transfer data from one switch to the other switch. It's just like a normal port channel with one extra command. The VPC member ports are the same as the port channel port. That's it. It's a port channel port, and it just has extra command for the VPC configuration. That's it. So let's start it. First, we have to add our nodes. I'm going to add three Nexus switches. Uh, I call it Nexus 9. I change the CPU because they are powerful switches, and then I save. Set my switch 94, which says 4, this is 5, and this is 6. First I'm connecting this switch from management port to the management port. This is our keep alive port. You can use any other port, but if you're using another port, you have to add it inside VRF because the management ports are in the management VRF. So if you're using any other port, you can use it, but you have to create a VRF for that. To make it simple, you're using management port. Then we are connecting cables for our pair link. The pair link can be only one link, which I'm not sure. I never configured with one link, but it's better to have at least two links for the redundancy. You can use 4 and you can use 8. So we connect our VPC pair link as well on Ethernet 1 and 2, and then we are connecting our downlink. I'm using 3 to 3 to make it easy for myself, and then I'm using 4 and 4. We also connect our vPC member port. Then you right click and start. You start all the switches. It will take a while. So since I already have it here and started, so I will just use that switch. So I'm not trying to start this one. My laptop and server is not that powerful. So I'm deleting this one and we continue with the existing that we already have. So let's start on the switch. If you're first starting the switch, you have to change the host name, which you guys know. I already changed the host name, which is very simple configuration. Okay, after accessing your switch and changing the host name, here's the 5 step to configure the vPC. First, it's very simple, enabling the features. On switch 1, I go to configure terminal, feature, I'll do LACP, feature, vPC. Same in this switch. Step 1, complete. Step 2, configuring the management port. It's very simple. You guys know how to assign an IP to management port. On a switch 1, interface ngmt0, IP address 10.0.0.1/24, no shell. Interface ngmt0, IP address 10.0.0, this should be 2/24, no shell. Step 3 is configuring the vPC and also the vPC keep alive. And just from here, we type vPC domain, I will call it 1, and then there keep alive is destination 2 10.0.0.2 VRF management. So this will say the keep alive link destination is 2, which is this one. I don't want to confuse you with this. Let me close this one. Yes, this is the for the switch 1 destination switch 2, for the switch 2 destination switch 1. So we configure switch 1 and say the keep alive destination is switch 2, which is inside the VRF management. Same on the switch 2, the destination is switch 1. So you'll say exit from here, vPC domain 1. We say pair keep alive destination is 10.0.0.1, which is in you can access via VRF management. This is the third step. The next step is configuring um, the pair link. I just closed this one, so let me get back here. So you see, this is pair link. In our case, it's 1/1 and 1/2. We're configuring that pair link. We configure this as a port channel. You guys know how to configure port channel. It's very simple configuration. Yes, just exit from here. From here as well. Before we configure the port channel, I want to check if the keep alive configuration is working. So I will just type show vpc break. It will tell me the pair keep alive is alive, which means it's working. And it will be same in this side. show VPC brief. Yes, it's alive. But you see the pair status, this is not configured, and all these two other things, these are also failed, which we are going to fix it. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, now we are going to configure pair links. To configure pair links, this is our step 4. We are going to just configure the port channel between these two ports, and that's it. What is our port? Our port is Ethernet 1 and 2. First on switch 1, I'm on switch 1. I will go to interface either 1/1 and 2. I will change it the mode to the switchboard, and then a switchboard mode to trunk, and then I will add it to the port channel. I will say channel group 1 mode active. So right now we don't have group channel group 1, so we are creating the port channel. Interface port channel 1, also changing the mode to switchboard, and then the switchboard mode to trunk, and that's it. The only extra thing that we are adding here is this one, pair link. That's it. vPC pair link. So it warn us regarding the spanning tree. So we are configuring the spanning tree to avoid any spanning tree blocking or loop issue. So you type uh, spanning tree port type network. So we do the same configuration on switch 2, uh, which is this 2 port, Ethernet 1 and Ethernet 2. Interface Ethernet 1/1 and 2. We change the mode to switchboard, and then a switchboard mode to trunk, and that's it. We are adding this inside the port channel. So we say channel group 1 mode active. It's done. Now we are configuring the port channel 1. Exit interface port channel 1. The mode is switchboard. The switchboard mode is trunk. And then the extra command that we say is typing vpc keep vpc pairing. What we do, we assign this port channel as the vpc pairing port. That's it. It's also warn us regarding the spanning tree, so we are configuring spanning tree on this port channel. Spanning tree port type network. So we are configured with the VPC pairing. This is also configured. To verify it, we exit and say show VPC brief. You remember this was failed, and now these are success. This was not configured. Now it says pair agency found OK. If we check switch 1, it will be the same thing. Show VPC brief. You see it says adjacency is found OK, and all these things are success. So we are all set here. Now we are configuring the VPC member port, which is going to switch 3. If we go to switch 1, this port is Ethernet 1/4, which is this step 5, and it's also very simple. We're just adding the port into the port channel, and we're adding one extra command. That's it. The same like configuring a port channel. So on a switch A, I'm on a switch A. I will go to interface either 1/4. I change the switch type to switchboard, and then a switchboard mode to trunk, and then I will add it inside the port channel. Channel group, I will say it's already have one, so this should be the second channel group. This is channel group 2, and we say mode active, and that's it. Now let's configure port channel 2. I will say interface port channel 2. The mode is switchboard, and the switchboard mode is trunk. And then what else we gonna do? We just add it to the VPC member. What is the which VPC? We say VPC. We type it an ID. We say 10 or whatever. In our uh, lab, we have 10. That's done. It's very simple. We do the same thing in a switch 2, which is port Ethernet 1/3. This port interface either 1/3. The port mode is switchboard, and the switchboard mode is trunk, and it's part of the port channel group 2. We already have one, so this should be part of port channel group 2, and the mode should be active. Now we have to configure the interface port channel. We say interface port channel 2. The mode is switchboard, and the switchboard mode is trunk, and we added a part of the VPC 10. If you add it to a different VPC, it will not work. So it should be in the same VPC. And that's it. It's configured. This is how we configure the VPC within the next switch. From this side, this is very simple. From this side, you don't have to do anything. It can be any kind of switch. It doesn't need to be Nexus switch. It can be a WLC. It can be a Cisco switch. It can be a Aruba switch. It can be any switch. Um, yeah, it can be any switch that do the LACP. That's it. We need VPC on this side between switch 1 and switch 2. For the switch 3, we don't need a switch VPC. It's just a port channel. As example, I'm going to switch 3. This is my switch 3. In here, I have port 3 and 4. I will just configure conf t interface. So before I do interface, I have to enable features since I'm using Nexus switch. If it's any other switch, you don't have to enable features. Since it's my lab and then inside the lab I'm using Nexus switch, I have to enable LACP feature. I'll say feature LACP. That's it. I don't need the VPC feature here. Uh, so let me move it up. I'll say interface either 1/3 and 4. I'll say the mode for the sport is switchboard and switchboard mode is try. Um, that's it. And it should be part of port channel, yes. I'll say channel group 1 mode active. Now I have to configure the port channel itself. Interface port channel 1. The mode is switchboard and the switchboard mode is trunk. And that's it. That's all we wanna do. It's all done. Also, now let's verify it. In order to verify it, we in the switch A show VPC verif. Everything is okay. We see our port channel 1 is active, which is for the VPC pair link, and port channel 2 is part of VPC 10, and everything is up and it's working. It should be same here. Show VPC brief. Our pair is up. All these things are success. Keep alive is up. Here, port channel 1 is part of pair link, which this was pair link. This was a port channel, and we use it as that port channel for pair link. And this was port channel 2. Yep, which port channel 2, it is down, everything is success. Why it is down? We have to find out why. So if you go to show running config interface, port channel 2 is part of VPC 10, that's correct. Show running config interface, port channel 2. It's also part of VPC 10. The reason it's down, let's check the interface itself, which is 4 and 3. Show running interface either 1/4. It's channel group 2, switchboard mode trunk. Show running interface either 1/3. The mode is trunk and port channel group is on port channel 2. So I don't see any issue in this one, in the configuration. But if you go to VPC, show VPC brief, now it's up. It was taking time to become up. So yeah, there's no issue. Show VPC brief. Yep, everything is up and working. On the switch tree, we don't have anything special. It's just a port channel. We can type show interface status, and we can see these two ports connected, and we have our port channel. This is also connected. That's it. That's how you can configure port channel in Nexus switches. Here are the steps again. First, you enable the feature, then you configure your keep alive link. In my case, I'm using management interface. Then I configure the VPC domain between two switches, and then I configure our pair link, which is a simple port channel configuration with only this extra in the port channel, which means we are doing a port channel, but when assigning the port channel as part of the pair link. In this step 5, we are configuring the downstream link, which are these two VPC member link. This VPC member link is also just a port channel, but the port channel, we assign the port channel as part of VPC group, which is group 10. So as example, we are going to this port and we configure the port uh, as a port channel, and then assign that port channel to channel group. Don't worry about these ports. It's not important. You guys just get what it is.